Thank you. Prime Minister, Carl Wright from the Commonwealth Local Government Forum. In the current discussions at the United Nations on post-2015 development, issues around urbanisation and cities' engines of growth have been quite in the forefront. It strikes me, having visited your country over the last 30 years, that this is somewhere Singapore has a lot to tell other countries. And what would be your message, for example, you talked about the Commonwealth, the many small states in the Commonwealth which are going through urbanisation. What would be the message and what kind of support could Singapore give to those kind of countries going through that path, looking at your things like your housing policy, transport, but also, of course, the economic growth, which has been at the core of your success?
Well, I think every country's circumstances are different. I mean, it depends on what resources you have, it depends on what your people are prepared to accept. One of the reasons we are able to do what we did in Singapore is the government was able to move in and compulsorily acquire large tracts of land. And then we could redevelop. We could build housing estates, whole new townships, house the population. Today, 85% of the population live in public housing. And all that land didn't start as government land. We took it back and we distributed over again. Now, are you prepared to accept such a system and such laws in other countries? If you are, you can do that. If not, well, you have to find some other way. I think one lesson which is more general is that if you want to develop a city, you should try to get it right before things have gone too far, because once they've gone too far, it's very difficult to pull it back again. For example, transport. If you want to manage the car population or the car usage, it's easier to stop people from all getting into cars and causing a massive traffic jam than it is to let people cause a massive traffic jam and then trying to get them out of cars into tubes and buses. And I think many third world cities are taking the approach, well, let's grow first, let the excesses build up, and we'll sort it out later on. And I think that's very hard, whether it's cars, whether it's pollution, whether it's urban development, slums. If you get it right the first time round, you will have much less trouble the second time. If not, you won't be able to retrace your steps back again. But you need a good administration and an honest system and competent governments and civil servants, and then you can make it happen.